The following presentation is presented by the Interact Club of St. Benedict's College. So please, sit back, relax, grab a cup of coffee, juice, or water, expand your knowledge, and most notably, please, enjoy. Amongst the two topics you'll be covering today, the first is land and sea breeze. So what is land and sea breeze? Well, in the simplest answer, it's, land and sea breeze. But the question rises again, what is land and sea breeze? First, we must proportionally as well as selectively define the term breeze. Breeze is defined as a gentle wind, and from the utilization of the terms land and sea, we can make the fair assumption as well as the fair inference that these two terms represent both locality and origin. You see, sea breeze is defined as any wind that blows from a large body of water towards or onto a landmass, while land breeze is defined as any wind that blows from a landmass onto a large body of water. But what are the factors that cause these variations of wind? And what's the difference between the two besides their obvious alternative motion? Well, to answer the first question, we must then inquire, what causes wind? Wind is the movement of air caused by the uneven heating of the Earth, combined with the motion facilitated by the Earth's very own rotation. So, in order to decipher what causes the varying breezes of land and sea breeze, we must then figure out what causes wind, and if wind is caused by uneven heating and the motion of the Earth's rotation, we must now figure out what these two terms mean, all in effort to answer the very first question, which is once again, what causes wind? Rotation. The Earth has two major movements, rotation, revolution. Rotation is a phenomenon where the Earth rotates upon an invisible line known as the axis. This is ideally the act which facilitates the 24 hours of a day and aids in the distribution of light, as well as uneven heating. Uneven heating? Yes, uneven heating. As you know, not all countries possess the same climate seasons, and not all countries experience the same time. Some countries in the world are experiencing day right now, while others are experiencing night or evening. This is a result of the distribution of light, which then coincides with uneven heating. You see, the sun's rays cannot interact with every portion of the Earth's surface at the same time. Due to this, local atmospheric climates, weather, and other local external factors are quite different. Some areas might possess snowy and icy environments, some might possess lush and wet environments, some might be warm tropical environments, while others might be humid and experience frequent droughts. With the distribution of light, some areas are warm, while others are cold. Some areas are warmer, while others are, you guessed it, while other areas are in fact colder. As a result, the air of these areas is also affected. The air can either be hot, cold, very cold, or as the newly portrayed diagram suggests, neutral. Hot air is less dense in comparison to cold air, and cold air is denser than hot air. What that means is that the particles within cold air are more compacted, accumulated, or closer compared to those of hot air, making cold air heavier than hot air, vice versa. Because of this, cold air sinks and hot air rises. The constant act of heating, cooling, sinking, rising, combined with the Earth's rotation, creates the phenomenon of wind. Since we explained what causes wind, as well as what causes breeze, and how they both occur, back to the second question. What's the difference between the two variants of breeze, besides their obvious alternative motion? Land breeze, as mentioned before, is any wind that blows from a landmass onto a large body of water. And sea breeze, as mentioned before, is any wind that blows from a large body of water onto a landmass. However, the differentiation between the two concepts and ideologies actually possesses a lot of depth. You see, land breeze actually occurs during the night, when both seawater and land lose their heat. In comparison to the sea, the land loses its heat much faster. As a result, the surrounding cold air glides along the land's surface due to its density and is pushed towards the sea's surface/the ocean surface via the distribution of light and heat, even the Earth's rotation. However, sea breeze occurs during the day, when the sun's rays are at its daily peak. During this time, the land is heated much faster in comparison to the sea's surface. As a result, the air surrounding the sea's surface is quite dense, compact, and cold. It is then blown towards the land via the distribution of light and heat and the Earth's rotation. Sea breeze can also range from pure sea breeze, corkscrew sea breeze, backdoor sea breeze, and hypnotic sea breeze. So, we stated what causes these variants of sea breeze, what their differences, as well as what they are. However, one question still remains, and that is, what are their benefits? Land and sea breeze both possess a lot of benefits. They can be aiding to our physical health as well as our mental health. The soothing and relaxing feeling of embracing sea breeze has been shown to reduce stress and anxiety, fear, and even encourage meditation. At first, you may just think that the factor of sea breeze is merely a relaxing component of nature. However, it actually aids in reducing symptoms of asthma, promotes respiratory health, helping allergy and skin problems, and even stimulating the immune system. So next time when you're lying on the golden sedimentary shore, or just admiring the view of nature's mammoth aquarium, or maybe if you're just passing by the beach, just remember to take a deep breath and relax, and most notably, enjoy.